Welcome to Fridays for Fundraising. In the next 5 minutes, you're going to learn one step you can take before you leave the office today that can move fundraising forward for your small nonprofit. Hi, I'm Kelly, founder of From Scratch Fundraising, where we help nonprofit leaders raise more dough without burning anything. Every Friday, I'm here to serve up one bite-sized fundraising assignment that you can tackle in about an hour. Think of it as your weekly recipe for sustainable fundraising success. No overwhelm, just actionable steps that actually move the needle. You know that I am always looking to make your job easier, and I'm so excited to let you know that my friends over at Donorbox are helping you do that in 2 ways. First, Donorbox has stepped up as my first ever podcast sponsor so that I have an easier time bringing this content to you. I'm so grateful for their support. Second, Donorbox's online fundraising platform helps you create customizable donation forms, accept digital wallet payments, track donations, and send auto receipts seamlessly. It's designed to make your fundraising processes more efficient, more effective, and more enjoyable. You know, I'm all about that. So that is why I'm so excited to be partnering with them. We are just so fundamentally rooted in our same belief that fundraising support shouldn't be hard to access. Donorbox is free to sign up with the lowest fees in the market and no contract required. So visit www.donorbox.org, that's donorbox.org, to join the Donorbox community. Donorbox is helping you help others. This week, I want to teach you my framework for faster productivity. And just like last week, I talked about how a lot of us are wearing a lot of hats. And those of us wearing that fundraising hat, we have so many hats within that fundraising hat. And so it always feels like we're juggling too much. At the same time, though, we make a lot of assumptions about what we have to carry and what each hat entails. And there's so much we do by default. We don't think about it. We just do it because we've always done it that way. So the next few weeks, I want you to take a look at your to-do list and see what we can cut or make easier. Last week, we looked at your list to find ways to automate things you didn't need to do yourself. This week, let's talk about ways to operate things. And when I say operate, I mean create a standard operating procedure for things you do frequently so that you don't expend brain power thinking through the steps every single time. Let's break this down into simple steps. Step 1, pull up your to-do list for this week or for the next month, whatever you can foresee at this moment. Step 2, mark the things you do on a regular basis, whether that's daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, annually. Yes, maybe you do it frequently, so you're thinking, I know how to do this. And sure, you're right. You probably do know how to do that, but that doesn't mean it doesn't take brain power to do it every time. So mark those recurring tasks. Step 3, create a standard operating procedure for each of those recurring tasks. Now, that sounds very fancy, but a standard operating procedure, or you might have heard it called an SOP, is just another name for checklist. Make a checklist for the steps. And there are a few reasons I do this. 1, even if you know the steps, you're using brain power every time to recall them. And I don't know about you, but every megawatt of brain power I can save, I want to do that. 2, you might know how to do this in your sleep, but that does not mean anyone else on your team does. The fastest way to get things off of your plate when a new staff member, volunteer, or other person comes in is to be able to hand them an SOP so they can start getting it done without all of your supervision and guidance. That's something I hear all the time from nonprofit leaders. It would take so much time to just train somebody to do this. I couldn't possibly hand it off to a volunteer. It'd be too time consuming. That's often because we don't have a standard operating procedure And we're operating on gut and instinct every single time. And if we just put it into a standard operating procedure, it would actually be an easy thing to hand off. It would be a thing that isn't that much time to train a volunteer. So you can let it go to a volunteer because you have this easy way to hand it off. 3, this operation, this creating of SOPs fits in with my be prepared for the day you get hit by a bus paradigm. I know that sounds morbid, but you need to make sure your team is ready to keep things going if you have to step away for a while. And too many small nonprofits would just cease to exist if something happened to one of their team members, because it would be too hard to replace that person and nobody really truly knows what they do day to day. So SOPs are a great way to make sure that your organization outlives you no matter what catastrophe or absolutely wonderful opportunity comes your way. Are you an organization fundraising at the margins of your mission? Do you do fundraising in the moments between program execution because you don't have the capacity to do both at the same time? Are you the kind of organization that goes all in on a single major fundraising hustle and then abandons your donors in between? How's that going for you? I want to introduce you to Nurture and Grow. Nurture and Grow is our 6-month consulting partnership. We assess your program, build your strategy and systems, and train your team fast, affordable, and built for long-term success. Nurture and Grow is what you're looking for if you want to bring in an expert to build your strategy and systems. You are tired of gimmicky or event-based fundraising and you are ready to build a fundraising program based on authentic donor relationships. You need a plan to reduce stress and increase the sustainability of your organization. If all of that applies to you and you are also ready to make an investment in your fundraising, $2,000 a month for 6 months, I'm going to jump in and stop that hustle and build something with you that lasts. I'm taking on Nurture and Grow clients for engagements starting in July and beyond. If you are interested in working with me so you can stop fundraising in the margins, go to fromscratchfundraising.com/schedule. My calendar is open for discovery calls right now. Quick reminder, your homework assignment this week is to look at your to-do list and find things to operate, to build standard operating procedures, SOPs, or checklists around. That's it. It's a quick win to help you raise more dough without burning anything. Remember, fundraising success isn't guesswork. It's following the recipe. Meet me here next week, and we'll talk about what to do after you automate and operate. It's delegate, even when there's nobody to delegate to.
Now go make the world a better place.